Hey guys, happy Sunday. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to figure out your overhead and how to figure out what you should be charging your customers for an hourly rate so you make money and you're not leaving money on the table. And this method will work for you if you've been in business a month or if you've been in business for 20 years, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show you how you break that down so that you're making what you need to and you're making sure that you're making profit. And profit's not a dirty word. A lot of the younger guys coming in think they're just going to give shit away for 50 bucks an hour and they're making money, when in reality they're losing their ass, because we're not working for just a paycheck, right? We're not in business to just make money for ourselves. We're in business to put money back into the company. And if you do this properly, you'll be able to put money back into your company and build your company. I've never wanted to be more than a one-man band, but I sock that money away. But if I wanted to build it, I do have the money to do that if I wanted to. I just don't want to. But it's very important that you build a business account up with not just liquid assets, but your trucks and your tools and your property and everything else. So let me show you how we come up with that number that you need to charge your customers labor wise per hour. Let's get to it. As per usual, we're gonna be over here at the old whiteboard. So, how much money does it cost you to run your business every month? Okay, what is that number? And that includes your salary that you're paying yourself and any employees that you have. So, for me, I just pay myself, and then I got my truck, I got my insurance, I got my licenses that I have to pay for, my gas, whatever it may be. How much does it cost you to run your business every month? Okay, you're going to times that by 12. That's for a full year. That equals X. So there's 40-hour weeks, times that by 52. That would be 2,080 hours in a year that you potentially could work. You're going to times that by 0.8 because we don't want to work 100% of the time. We want 20% of the time off, right? So that would be equal Y, whatever that number is. It's actually 1664 for those of you that want to know. And then you take this number here, your X, and you're going to take that X and you divide it by the Y. So what you're doing is you're dividing your yearly cost of doing business divided by how many hours you're actually going to work. There's your hourly burden. So you take your hourly burden, you add whatever profit you want to make, and that is your labor rate per hour. Let's punch some numbers in here and I'll show you how that works. All right, guys, so we populated some numbers in here. So me as a one-man band, let's say it cost me $8,500 total burden for the month for me to pay myself and pay for all my trucks and insurance, whatever, all my overhead. Times that by 12, that's $102,000 it cost me a year just to run my business and pay myself. Obviously, I want to make more than that, but you get what I'm getting at. You take that 2,080 hours, times it by 0.8, there's your 1664. We do 80% because we got a lot, vacation time, sick days, whatever. I figure that's about 20% of the year. No one's 100% dependable and or productive throughout the year. So you take that 102,000, divide that by your hours per year. There's your 61.29 per hour, just so you can comfortably pay yourself personally and cover all your business expenses. So your hourly burden is 61.29. Now let's say I wanted to make 40 bucks an hour on top of that to put into the business. My labor rate would be 101.29. People wonder why we're over 100 bucks an hour. I'm more comfortable at 60 for that, so I'd be more at like 121.29, but I actually charge 159 an hour. I just pulled this number out of my butt. I'm not going to tell you guys what my actual monthly cost is to run my business, but What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what happens when you start hiring employees. We're going to add 2 employees to this. Let me show you what that does to your hourly cost. All right, guys, with this one, I'm going to clear up a little misnomer that people think that when someone's a large company that they got to charge more. I think they just charge more to gouge you is what they do. So let me show you. So let's say, here, let me write it on there. So let's say I'm paying myself, what did I have there before? $8,500. And I added 3 guys that cost me, and this is low. I wouldn't pay guys this low. But let's say each of them is $5,000 a month to keep them on the books. We could change the 10. It wouldn't change the ratio here. So we add them right in. So that makes that number 23,500. Times that by your 12 gives you 282. Now you're gonna do something different here. We have our hourly per employee hours worked a year, right? And then we have our, shoot, I need to write that back in there. So 282,000 is what it's costing for me and my 3 employees. We divide that by our new number, because what you're going to do now is times it by, let me shut this door. You're going to times it by 4 because you have 4 people working, yourself and 3 other guys. So that's going to be 6,656 divided into 282,000. You get $42.36. Your overhead is actually less. And I know these numbers are low, but let's say if I doubled those, it's still going to be less than what I was originally, because if you can afford to pay those guys double that, that's numbers definitely going up, and we'd restructure everything. So it's very important to understand how these numbers work and why that a larger company should not necessarily be higher. They just do it because they feel like they can, and they don't need to. If you disagree with me, you haven't done the math and you haven't been in business long enough. But I'm telling you, one-man show or a big company, you can charge the same amount, and you should. So yeah, where I learned this stuff was from a very smart man. His name was Wayne Atkins. He called himself the HVAC doctor, and I probably went to his class. Gosh, I was 20. God, it had to have been probably close to 25 years ago, and he was fairly old at that time. So I don't even know if the guy's around. I haven't heard anything about him. But that's how you price your stuff. And if you structure a larger business properly, you definitely can charge less than what a one-man show can. You really can. It's all how you're running your business, how you're streamlining things, and how structured you are. And if you consolidate things properly with multiple employees, there's no reason why you got to gouge people. You know, these big companies in my area, they come out and they want to charge, $300 an hour, and I bet you they're doing it because they got the name, not because they actually need that money. It's just extra skimming off the top. I think for most businesses, $150 an hour is very reasonable. If they're streamlined and they're running well, they can be closer to $100. But anybody that's under is leaving money on the table. I think anybody that's over is probably just pocketing the money, and which is fine. It's capitalism. That is what it is. But I'm going to sit here in front of you right now, and I'm going to say I think $150 an hour is a very reasonable price, and I think if somebody's charging that, which is about what I charge, I think they're honest, and they're just trying to make money for themselves and for their family, and trying to put money back into their business. That's all we're trying to do. So if anybody laughs at $150 an hour, you've never ran a contracting business and you don't know what you're talking about. So that'll put a bow on this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.